Welcome to another edition of Wings Weekly. Jay Klein Connect here, along with, of course, head coach Scott Langer. And Coach, first of all, out of the darkness suicide prevention and awareness walk that was last weekend was a huge success. And we want to thank everybody who came out and participated in that event, and hope that you continue to make that an annual thing, because, again, it helps a lot of people. Exhibition games against North Iowa. Solid performance, balanced scoring. Weigel and Sladek both had two, Beatty with two, Morgan with a hat trick, and a few others thrown in for good measure. Had great goaltending too. Now, against a team that you should probably beat, but so how well can you assess talent in those games, and what did you take away from the weekend?
Well, I think it was it's more or less trying to play. We're playing against ourselves, you know. I mean, they're a good opponent.
Yeah,
they're well coached. Todd does a great job. You know, our goal with those two games were to see who can execute our principles and how well they can execute them, and that was the big thing, to be able to go out there and make some mistakes and get some corrections fixed. That's what we wanted to do, and I thought we accomplished that.
Yeah, certainly very entertaining games, and I know the fans that were there definitely got their money's worth and had a good time welcoming back the Aberdeen Wings. One of the questions that I had some people asking me about, actually, even, and I wanted to bring it up to you, how do you put together lines and so on when you have some vets that are sitting on Friday and playing on Saturday, and other guys? I mean, were you looking for chemistry there, or what goes into the decision process of who's skating with who?
Well, I mean, we're certainly watching that during training camp and through practices, and just kind of see, you know, I think every line needs somewhat of a balance. You need a guy that can move pucks. You need a guy that can score. You need a guy that's going to puck retrieve. You know, so we just kind of go through each of the guys and try to put guys together that, you know, are going to fit into their role. I mean, not everybody's going to be a checker, you know, so some guys will. So we're just kind of we're trying to create some chemistry through training camp with those lines.
Okay. 2 days are done. You guys are obviously continuing with practices and meetings and so on. What does the rest of this week look like as you prepare for Brookings?
Well, it's a normal week now. We're going to go back and we're going to reevaluate what we did on the weekend, and we're going to utilize, you know, our practice to try to get better in areas that we need to get better. That being said, it's, you know, now you're down to one practice a day. The intensity level definitely needs to be there. Guys need to be going hard for the short time that we're on the ice. But, you know, we're about getting better right now. We're not very far off from having regular season games, so we have to get better, and you know, we'll focus on Brookings this weekend and trying to pick up our game even another level.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll talk about Brookings here in just a little bit, and one of the main things, I mean, obviously it is exhibition again, and Mo Mantha, and just taking a look at his team too, but I wanted to talk about the level of opponents too, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But I thought we'd take this opportunity to take a quick break and hear from one of our sponsors, and we'll be back with the second portion of Wings Weekly after this.
Let's make a taco. No, seriously. Start with a tortilla, soft tortilla. Warm it, kiss it, don't kiss it. Chicken? How about tequila lime chicken? Now we're cooking. Slice this, peel that, snip those. Salsa? Verde. Cheese? Cotija. Oh, forgot to mention guac. That's better. See, anyone can make a taco, but we're not anyone. We're Qdoba, and these are knockout tacos. Qdoba Mexican Eats. Choose flavor.
Welcome back as Wings Weekly continues. And Coach, as we kind of alluded to going into our commercial break there, Brookings on the way. Now a home and home with them, and this is obviously an NAHL team, a team that you will face throughout the season on many occasions. Is this a little bit better of an opportunity, perhaps, to take a look at what you've got for a team, because you know that the level of play, perhaps, or the level of players, talent, etc., is going to be a little bit elevated from what we saw last weekend?
Yeah, you know, they're going to be bigger, stronger. There's going to be some vets out there that have played in the North American Hockey League, so it's going to be a real good test for our guys. And you know, we haven't decided what our lineup's going to look like by any means yet, but you know, this is an opportunity that where guys are going to play themselves on, you know, onto the sheet heading into Blaine. You know, because when we go to Blaine, we're going to play to win, and you know, it doesn't matter how many guys we bring there. we're going to play the top guys and the guys that are going. You know, we have to come out of there with some points, or else we're in a bad spot division-wise. So this is going to be a great test. You know, Mo, I'm sure again has put a great team on the ice, and he does a great job recruiting, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I know a lot of fans will make the trip down too on Friday night, and back in action here Saturday night, and we'll go over that in just a bit. But then we have a quick turnaround, and you head out early in the week to go over to Blaine for the showcase, and a 10 a.m. game on Wednesday, and then it's 4:30, 1, and 10 again, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of some strange times, but the showcase, while it creates some challenges and some planning and logistics problems, I guess, there is a lot of positives that come from it too, and it's really a great opportunity for these young men too, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you know, you get to play some different opponents than you'll see all year. That's always a good part of it, and you know, there's a lot of eyes on the players, and you know, they have the opportunity to play well and to get seen by guys and just kind of get on the radar throughout the season, and if they want guys to come back and see them play again, they're going to play well, you know. But it's a true test, you know. In junior hockey, you don't see 4 games in 4 days. It's a very tough level of hockey, and yet to play 2 in a weekend, you know, you're playing four straight, you know. So it's a lot of taking care of your body and managing your time the right way. And you know, it doesn't matter what time the game is. You know, you got to show up, and you got to win hockey games, and wherever they decide your opponent is, you got to be ready to win games.
Yeah. All right, well, I had a question actually from a fan that I thought was interesting in talking about having to make the cuts going up to the showcase or before the showcase, and how, you know, you've mentioned how difficult of a decision it's going to be because there's a lot of talented players in this locker room right now. Is there a way, or are you even able, and if so, would you keep a player around that isn't on the roster to maybe continue to practice and so on? And continue to grow, or do they automatically go to another team, or how does that process work?
Well, no, we'll absolutely keep guys around as long as you know, our decisions are tough. We're not prepared to let guys go. Okay. So players are essentially going to play themselves out of the mix. We're not going to jump on things and just make a quick decision. So players will be around as long as they. You know, we have until October 1 to actually make drop ads on our roster. So you may see some more guys around early, you know, but we have good players here and guys that are competing. If they weren't competing, they wouldn't be here. So they can continue to compete. This weekend will be another test for them. But you know, by all means, if they haven't played themselves off the team, you know, they're going to continue to be with us.
Excellent. Okay. All right, well, Friday, September 14th at the Brookings Blizzard there at the Larson Ice Center, and it's my understanding that these games will be on Hockey TV. And in talking with their marketing and media guys, there were some technical issues, but I believe it sounds like they've been worked out. So we're looking forward to broadcasting that game on Hockey TV. If there's any update to that, you can check it out on the Wings Facebook page and multimedia sources. Puck drop 7:05 on Friday night. And again, if anything changes on as far as the broadcast stuff goes, we'll be all over social media with it. Saturday, September 15th against the Brookings Blizzard here at the ODI Center. $5 general admission tickets available at the door. Paid season ticket holders receive free admission. Skate with the Wings after the game once again. And this game will be on HockeyTV.com and 94.1 The Rock and HubCityRadio.com. So you get a chance to check out the Wings here at the Odie, and if you can't make it, you can tune in a couple of different ways there. Final exhibition games before the Wings head to the NAHL Showcase next Wednesday through Saturday to start the regular season. Doors open for all Wings home games at 5:30, and the puck drop is always at 7:15 for the home games. For all the latest news and information, visit AberdeenWings.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. That will pretty much wrap it up for this week's Wings Weekly. Coach Langer, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.